You ever notice how she says all the right things in public? Oh, I'm into guys my age. I just want someone I can grow with. She smiles, nods, plays the part. But that's not the whole story, not even close. Because when no one's watching, when she's home alone, phone in hand, scrolling through endless faces, something shifts. She doesn't stop on the guys her age. She lingers on you, not because of what you're wearing, not because you've got abs or flashy filters, but because of the feeling, that quiet, unshakable presence, that confidence that only comes from years of being the man, not just pretending to be one. And that's the thing younger guys can't fake. See, in her world, she's surrounded by noise, guys who talk too much, chase too fast, try too hard, boys who think confidence is loud and desire is desperate. But you're the opposite of all that. You don't need to say much. You walk into a room and the energy changes. That's what pulls her in. Not your age, not your bank account, your restraint, your stillness, your masculine edge. She doesn't crave chaos. She craves control, your control. And here's the part she'll never say out loud. When she sees you calm, collected, in command of your world, there's a part of her that wants to unravel for you, but she won't show it. Not right away. Because admitting that she wants you would mean breaking the script. And the script says she should want someone her age, someone relatable. But the truth, she doesn't want a mirror. She wants a man who sees through her, who doesn't flinch when she tests him, who doesn't crumble when she pulls away, who doesn't need her, but still chooses her. You don't react, you respond, you don't chase, you lead. And that right there is where you leave your mark. Not through charm, not through clever lines, but by being the kind of man who does less and means more. Because here's what no one tells you. Once a woman feels the presence of a mature man, it rewires something in her. You become the imprint, even if she walks away. Even if she tells herself it was just a fling, her mind doesn't forget how it felt. The way you looked at her, not with hunger, but with ownership. The way your hands moved, slow, sure, unapologetic. The way you listened without trying to fix her. She might try to go back to normal, but normal doesn't satisfy anymore. You didn't sell her a fantasy. You became it. That's the part she can't shake. She tells herself she's fine. She posts pictures, smiles, distracts herself with younger boys who flood her phone with texts and compliments she's already heard 1,000 times. But deep down, she's thinking about you. The one who didn't flinch, didn't brag, didn't need. You're not in her phone anymore, but you're still in her nervous system, still in her breath when a song reminds her of the night she let you in, still in the silence after another date that felt empty. That's the power of mature masculine energy. It doesn't beg to be remembered. It just is. You didn't perform. You didn't prove. You didn't try to be something for her. You let her see who you already are. And once she's had a taste of that, there's no going back. So when you hear her say she's not into older men, just smile, because you already know the truth. She's not avoiding you. She's trying to resist the pull. But no matter how hard she fights it, she feels it. She fantasizes about you, even if she pretends not to. So let's talk about the age gap, that little detail she pretends to resist, even though it turns her on more than anything. She'll play it down, roll her eyes, tell her friends, "Ugh, he's old enough to be my dad." But later, she's checking his story, zooming in on his watch, his hands, the way he sits back like he's already seen the outcome, and he's just watching it unfold. That's the part she can't explain, because it isn't rational. It's primal, and she's not supposed to want that, remember? Society taught her to chase connection, equality, shared playlists, matching energy, and she tried that, she really did. But then you walked in, and without saying a word, you shattered that script. Because standing in front of her isn't another boy trying to impress her. It's a man who's already lived. You're not guessing what she wants. You already know. You're not trying to earn her attention. You own the room. And that changes everything. Because now she's the one second-guessing. She's wondering if she's enough. She's nervous, even if she'd never admit it. You flip the dynamic. Not through games, not through tricks, through presence, through posture, through patience, and eventually, the resistance starts to crack. She starts texting back a little faster, starts dressing differently when she knows she'll see you, starts speaking softer, leaning in, playing with her necklace when you talk, because her body already made the decision her mind is still trying to rationalize. She wanted someone her age until she felt what a real man's energy does to her nervous system. And once that shift happens, it's over. Because here's what no one tells you. The moment a younger woman gets a taste of a mature man, her world tilts. That fantasy she always kept tucked away, the one she barely admitted to herself, now it's standing in front of her, holding eye contact like you've known her forever. And when that fantasy finally meets reality, her behavior changes. She becomes softer, more open, more feminine. Not because you told her to, not because you taught her how, but because you allowed it. You made it safe for her to drop the act, to stop performing, to stop leading. You took the weight off her shoulders and put it back where it belongs. She didn't even realize how much she was carrying until you showed her what it's like to not carry it. And that contrast, that's addictive. The way you move with calm certainty, the way you make decisions and expect her to follow, the way your attention feels like approval, but only when she's earned it. That's the part that makes her obsess. Not because you chased her, but because you gave her something no younger man could. Relief. You showed her how it feels to be led, not controlled, not commanded, led. And now she craves it. Your voice in her head, your scent on her clothes, the way your hand rests on the small of her back in public. Just enough pressure to claim her, but not enough to ask permission. That's what rewires her. Not your words, your energy. And here's the final twist most men never see coming. You're not lucky she wants you. She's lucky you even noticed her. Let that sink in. You're not the one trying to win her over. You've already won, because you are what she's been searching for, even if she didn't know how to say it. You don't need her. You selected her. And that subtle shift, that's where all your power lives. Because now she's wondering, why you? Why did a man like that choose a girl like me? She's used to being the prize, the one they orbit, flatter, chase. But now she's the one off balance. You made her feel seen and exposed. And that's something she won't get from boys. They want to impress her. You want to see her. They try to perform for her. You watch silently and wait for her to drop the act. That's the difference. You didn't try to be her fantasy. You just were. And once she experiences that, she doesn't fantasize about older men anymore. She fantasizes about you. If this hits somewhere deep, you already know what to do. Subscribe, stay sharp, and never forget what you bring to the table. We'll talk soon.